earlier
By the way, we're
than.
live. I know this isn't that
Oh
big of
no,
a deal, but we're live. Just
no, that's
giving an
cool.
update.
Oh no, no, that's okay. When you said that you're working on going live, I was just like, okay, just what I'm talking about. Yeah, what I'm going to talk about is stream safe.
Right.
Uh, but I mean, not that there was anything unsafe that we were talking about earlier,
Oh yeah, no, I get that.
but so of course, yeah, I don't have anything that's not due until at the earliest tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. And so what did I actually do today? I marathoned 12 episodes of I think a 14 episode anime season.
Wow. Okay, now where the f am I? Oh, is that where? Yes, that is where I'm starting it. Okay, we're
I
good.
see you.
Hello.
You're teleporting away.
I know. Hi.
Hi.
You're squatting.
No, I'm not squatting, I'm crafting.
No. What are you doing to that perfectly good table? You're
Um
you're
I'm
you're sawing that
I'm
table.
carpenting. I'm carpentering.
Carpenter.
I'm making
Carpentry.
orphanage donations.
Hi Glitch, how you doing? And hello operator, how are you?
Well, I just cleared E5S.
Congrats. I think I saw part of that.
You saw the
Eden
screenshot.
Savage?
No. I was watching someone's Twitch stream.
Oh, Loki's.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, if it wasn't Loki, it would have to have been Kreese.
Novocaine DDR, something like that.
TTV would be...
It would have been Novocaine Dance Dance Revolution.
I like Dance Dance Revolution.
I'm pretty sure that's not...
Why
no,
is
it's
that so
Novocaine
low?
underscore TTV. That's the link that he posted in general, and that would be...
Alright, let's try that.
Kreese.
Okay, that should be better. Sorry, my mic was showing up a little bit too low. It is still showing up too low. Glitch, can you confirm my microphone is functioning properly? Because I'm getting some weird readings on my OBS. Alright, let's see here. Viper. You can hear me? Alright, fantastic. We'll go with that. Oh my gosh, I went to the store and I was actually able to buy food. It was glorious. Although, I did have to completely reach in the far nether regions of the cold display case in order to score myself a second Polska kielbasa, which is worth its weight in gold in my household in terms of dinner items.
Apparently, I had kielbasa tonight for dinner as well.
Kielbasa is delish.
Well, basically, like, I guess what not my parents, my father-in-law and wife did was, like, they took the kielbasa, sliced it up into medallions, sliced up some potatoes,
Oh,
and
yes.
chopped up some peppers,
Yep.
and
Come to see how
and
we're
just like
getting
mixed
on.
it all together and put it on like a cookie sheet and into the oven.
Yep, we do that.
I mean, there's probably a little bit more, but yeah.
Dino Nugs. Ugh, I'm so pissed. Okay, so my brother works for Sam's Club Corporate. And all last year, he was all pumped and stoked for bringing out these Members Mark chicken nuggets and chicken patty, chicken sandwich that are supposed to be kind of knockoff Chick-fil-A chicken sandos. And
Okay.
they're not bad. They're not the same thing, but they're not bad. I only found them once, and I haven't seen them since. And I'm really pissed off, and I keep yelling at my brother. I was like, dude, this is like your thing, dude. This is what you put on the shelves. Why are there none in the shelves of my Sam's Club? Come
What
on,
are
man.
they called so I can look for them?
Members Mark chicken tenders or chicken nuggets. I can't remember the exact name of it, but they're Members Mark. They're Members Mark, and they're chicken nuggets, and they look like Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets.
But I don't have a Chick-fil-A near me, so I don't know what they're supposed to look like.
You have a thing called Google, dude. Hello.
Okay,
Oh, by the way,
I-
Lisa's back here.
We've made good progress.
Hey,
There's one big issue we still have to address.
Wait, is mine?
Leadership. The Domans had Lord Hien ready and willing to take the throne.
Wait,
But
Lisa's
we've
there?
got no one like that here.
Dang it, wrong one. I had the wrong one selected. Oh well, that still worked.
Theodoric was our last ruler, and he wasn't called the Mad King for nothing. Suffice it to
I
say,
probably have
our
to be level
people have
60
had
to
their
train
fill of
custom
kings,
deliveries, don't
which
I?
means we need to find a new way forward.
I don't know if there is a level requirement, but if there is, that's going to be it.
If only it were that easy. Everyone and
least
his
we'll
uncle
be
has an
having
opinion.
results.
Sorry, adjusting some
Yeah,
of my
I think
levels here.
Slowy is the lowest level custom delivery.
Yeah.
Spoilers
she
for
is.
Glitch? Hold up. What? Story spoilers or what Will and Will and Operator are talking about? And I'm also pissed off. I swear I'm getting a cold because the climate changed again. Like, it was hot, warm, hot, freezing. And now I have a cold. It's like, grrr. It's like, now is not the time to get a dumb cold. I'm so pissed.
Well, Glitch.
For the time being, we're just going to have to
Go
keep leaning
turn
on
off the
General
stream.
Aldin and the Alliance for
Go be
support, and
Stormlord
see if we
and
can't
come
find a
back.
solution together. Something tells me we're going to be hosting a lot of meetings in the near future. But if that's what it takes, I'm ready to talk till my jaw aches.
Jar?
I mean, unless
She's
you
gonna.
like
She's
getting
ready to
spoiled.
talk until her jar. She's ready to talk till her jar acts.
The reach is yours, Nago. Don't do anything I wouldn't.
Oh, trust me, Lise, you would do.
Aye,
a lot
aye,
of
Commander.
things. Did that requires me to stop working on my game?
There you are. I've been searching all over for you.
By the way, Glitch, I unfortunately cannot render you any assistance whatsoever with your game. I took one programming class in college, and that pretty much sealed my fate that I will never, ever be making video games, ever, ever.
Don't worry, it's nothing
The
bad.
closest that
Like I
Farrell
said,
will come
this
to
might not
making
be the
a
best
video
place to
game
talk. Will you join
is
me?
thinking up an idea, telling the programmer, and saying, "Hey, here's this idea. You do all the work."
Right, pretty much.
And then possibly, if the programmer uses the idea, they'll be able to take all the credit.
Right. Oh, I'm also excited. So I got my refund from that Los Alamitos triathlon.
Yeah.
I'll get to the point.
110
Might
bucks.
you be interested in a spot of
Wow.
adventure?
Yeah. So that paid for my new tire. That paid for 3 new inner tubes. And I had a couple bucks left over. Well, like 25, 30-ish bucks left over. So
Hey,
I'm like,
that's like
I'll take it.
enough for dinner.
Yeah.
At cheap fast food place.
yeah. So, hey, I'll take it. You know, my hand's pretty much healed now. I mean, it's still a little bit tender. Oh, by the way, speaking of biking, so if you look right above me, you'll see my Amazon blacksmith. So if you really want me to look dumb, buy me some headbands and sweatbands, and I'll wear them. So, yeah, just throwing that out there. For a mere $8, you can make me look like an idiot. I know. I'm cheap.
Alternately, you can go scour
After
Etsy
all,
for
we
some
were
really
adventurous before we were scions, were we
cringeworthy,
not?
embarrassing things, and we will make sure that the feral gets it.
Yeah. Yeah, I have alternate addresses that things can be shipped to. So,
Oh, so I've got some interesting news.
After routing
So,
the Imperials and
last
liberating
July,
Alamigo,
my
I
parents
reckon we've earned a bit
went
of
over to the
respite, don't you?
Philippines.
And what better way
The
to spend
plan
it than by
was for 2
returning to our
years.
roots?
They are flying back to Salt Lake City on Monday.
oh,
Or wait. Is it Monday that they're coming back? Or there was in some way Monday was referenced in
What say you?
their
Shall we call on Alphino and go adventuring?
yes, let's get Alfie and go adventuring. Twist my arm, why don't you? Yeah! Let's go find Alfie.
Okay, so probably sooner than Monday because they are leaving on a charter flight tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, wow. Well, on a quasi-related note to that, so my parents and my older sister and her family are all flying to Hawaii on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And
Crazy.
there's a decent chance they might not be coming back for a while. Darn! Darn on both sides. Darn, they're stuck on Kauai. Darn, I don't have to be around my sister and her kids for a couple months. Who knows?
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
And this is
I
said
can't-
sister that you don't care for karaoke.
Yes.
For impromptu
Yes,
acapella
this
karaoke.
is the karaokeing sister who karaoke's country music during work and makes me want to punch a baby.
Does she have a newborn anywhere near around?
Thankfully, no, because I'd hate to
Okay.
go on a baby punching tangent.
Now you see, it's probably good that she's going to be stuck in Hawaii potentially, especially with your wife as pregnant as she is.
Yeah. No, we got about another 2 months. We got another 2 months. We got 2 months. We're okay. Don't worry. I will make sure proper protocols are in place so that if one is to sing country music around me, I do not just straight cold cock him. But either way, you know, they do say getting punched as a baby makes you grow hair on your chest and gives you a good singing voice, so.
Is
Or
kinda
was
like
that-
eating blackroot?
Or was that eating burnt toast? I don't remember. My grandpa told that to me. Or was that him saying that's what happens when you put mayonnaise on waffles?
Why would you put mayonnaise on waffles?
He actually did it to prove a point once. He goes, mayonnaise goes on everything. What about waffles? Of course it goes on waffles. And we're having waffles for breakfast, right? Yes, Grandpa. Here, give me that waffle. Where's my Miracle Whip?
Okay, now wait a second. Wait, just one gosh darn second there.
No, I don't know the difference. I don't care for the difference. All that crap is disgusting. It is just pure garbage. So,
But you cannot call Miracle Whip mayonnaise, and you cannot call mayonnaise Miracle Whip. They are two different, separate things.
if it talks like a duck, if it looks like a duck, if it squishes like a duck, it be a duck.
If it talks like a duck and looks like a duck, it must weigh as much as a witch.
Right. And I'm so sad. Spamalot is playing at a local small community theater near me.
No,
Or
it's
at least
not.
they have a they have a poster up for it at least. I've seen that thing twice, and I want to watch that thing anytime I can make it happen. Sincerely, if you have Spamalot playing anywhere near you after all this crap is over, go see it. Thank me later. It is very good. Did you know that Tim Curry was Arthur on Broadway? Come on, please tell me you know who Tim Curry is.
Oh, I know who Tim Curry is.
Yes, and he played Sir Arthur in the Broadway version of Spamalot.
Now, you see, this will tell you a lot about a person. If you mention Tim Curry, and they can tell you what they know Tim Curry from, that tells you a lot about a person.
Oh man, I used to know a lot of Tim Curry movies, but the one that comes to mind right now is Three Musketeers. Disney version of Three Musketeers.
He was Richelieu, right?
He was like the Archbishop Cardinal guy.
Yeah, Cardinal Richelieu.
Yeah, I forgot what his name was. But I always just remember Tim Curry as that villain from like every Disney movie.
Well, because what I think I remember most from, or earliest from, was the movie Legend. Hey there, Satan.
Hello.
Hey, how
Feeling
you
any
feeling
better?
tonight?
I actually am feeling better. I mean, other than like that 12-ish hours of like feverish kind of symptoms that I had, I've been doing better. So I think it may have been the whole insured coffee combination that just my body was just like, what did you do to me?
Wait, Ensure and coffee?
Yes.
Dude, you're like a freaking old person. That's what I'd envisioned my grandma doing.
Well, you see, I did it because insures were one of the few things I actually could consume after I had my tooth pulled.
Oh, right. Yep, that can happen. No, my one-upsmanship on wisdom teeth is I had a bean burrito from Taco Bell the night after I had all 4 of my wisdom teeth out.
What is wrong with you?
It was delicious, and I was
Okay.
stupid hungry.
And you were
I-
probably in pain. for the
No,
rest of the night.
actually, no.
I
I really was not. I don't know what it is
I-
with. Okay, I've been interrupting you enough, Will. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't be interrupting you because if I mention what I'm going to say, you're probably going to be like, yeah, do not finish that story.
No, I mean, honestly, for me, I went off the heavy drugs literally the second day. Just because it didn't do anything for me. Just taking 4 Advil did the same and didn't have the hard narcotic crap going through me. So, getting my wisdom teeth out was not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I've had a couple of like my molar kind of teeth pulled, and I didn't have nearly as much issues with those. This one, I've had a little bit more pain experience with, but I think that's just because it is like in the front, so it's like right there when you're trying to chew down on food.
Right. Yeah, I somehow have insanely good teeth. And what sucks is my wife has horrible teeth. So like my kids are like, "Oh no." Like seriously, I went for 2 years on my mission in New Jersey with like, you know, just standard toothbrushing and like 0 flossing. I came back with 0 cavities. So
My wife has fantastic teeth, and well, you see, I brought this upon myself, and kids, when your parents tell you to brush your teeth, you brush your teeth. Otherwise, like at family gatherings.
So did you go for the maple wooden teeth, Will? Is that what you went
No.
for?
I'm actually not at that point, but that's probably only because I haven't been to the dentist in so long. But like at family gatherings, you know, when my nieces and nephews were like complaining to my sister that, oh, we have to go brush our teeth and everything, I look at them and I say, hey, you do as your mother says, or else you'll end up with a mouth like mine. And then I give them a big toothy grin, and they're just like, we're going to brush our teeth right now.
No, what pissed me off was I went to a hack dentist when I was at BYU, and he does this like thing where he touches this little instrument to my teeth and he goes, "Oh, well, you have 4 cavities." I'm like, I've only had 1 cavity my entire life, and that was when my buddy had hookups with Starburst hard candies at the LA County Fair. And he would just give us boxes of bags, you know, the like store case, you know, like the display. Yeah. He would give us the display boxes of Starburst hard candies, and he'd just be like, "Hey, I got like 10 of them in my trunk. How many you guys want?" So I would just eat Starburst hard candies like all the time, and I actually got 1 cavity because of that. So then when this guy goes, "Oh, well, you have 4 cavities," and me like an idiot, "Oh, okay, I'm not going to get a second opinion at all." So then what sucks is in my home stake, there's a guy that is a dentist, and he's been our family's dentist, and his dad was our dentist. So I was in a car with him because we were doing something for Scouts together. And I was like, "Hey, I got a question for you." I told him about the situation. The guy goes, Oh, he used that. That has like a 30% successful rate. I know exactly what that is. And yeah, that's not a very good way to check for cavities at all. I'm just like, son of a B. And to make matters worse, like 3 to 4 years after all this happened, one of those fillings messed up. And because of that, I had to get another root canal and another filling. I'm just like, piece of crap. That's right, I haven't Yelp bombed that a-hole yet. It's been too long. Literally, it's been 10 years. So I think that's beyond the statute of limitations of yelling at a dentist, right?
Is there such a thing as a statute of limitations for that?
No, not really, but I would feel bad just yelling at a dentist place I went to literally 12, 13 years ago.
Well, I mean, more recent, I have a kind of similar-ish-esque situation that happened a lot more recently than that. This was maybe 3 or 4 years ago for us. My oldest son, he's got his learning and behavior difficulties, and so we actually had somebody kind of tell us about a dentist who primarily worked with kids, but she also took like older people too who had like these behavior difficulties, and like she was really good with kind of handling them and stuff. And so we're like, okay, well, let's check this out. Maybe it could be helpful for my kid. So it all seemed fine and everything, and she actually was willing to take all of us and everything. And so we went there for several visits and got a bunch of treatments and stuff done through them. Then we kind of fell away and stopped doing dentists for a while, because like we shouldn't have done. But anyways, we ended up getting a letter from our public health saying that, oh, if you went to this dentist between this date and this date, which was like a 3 to 4 year span of time,
in which you were going to that dentist.
Yeah. You need to go and get blood tests to see if, because there's a small risk that you could have hepatitis.
Oh!
Because this dentist wasn't properly sterilizing their equipment.
Oh. Oh, that sucks. Oh. Oh, man.
So we did the blood test.
Like that.
Yeah, so we did the blood test, and thankfully they came back negative. But then we found a new dentist.
That might be a good time to find a new dentist.
No, and I feel comfortable with this place because, like, I can admit that the place that had this risk, like, they were kind of basically a hole-in-the-wall kind of location. Like, literally, they were located, like, it was in this plaza. There was a small little gap between two restaurants. So it basically was a literal hole in the wall. But this place we go to now, they are very high tech. They've got, like, you can tell that they put the money into maintaining their things. So I feel a lot more comfortable with them.
Yeah, so get this, Satan. So apparently, my state governor came out tonight and kind of mentioned, oh, hey, yeah, remember how we kind of told you that your kids are going to be out for 3 weeks? Just kidding. They're pretty much saying, yep, they're not going back for the rest of the school year. It's like,
wow.
what? What? And what do you expect, like, everyone in this state to freaking do? Oh, so you mean to tell me that we don't need the public school system anymore? What? So you mean to tell me that we don't need to fund all of these horrible teachers unions? What?
What a concept.
I know. I'm just like, dude, you do realize you are shooting your teachers proverbially in the foot. And, yeah, you are destroying the, any shred of faith anyone in the state has in the amalgamated order of public teachers unions and public school in general. So, yay! My wife is like, oh, crap. So now I'm going to have my pre-maternity leave and post-maternity leave having to not only deal with severe insomnia because of a baby, and I'm going to have to also deal with my 2 kids and all the fun that brings. I'm like, yes?
Just like humans did for thousands of years before the invention of the public school system.
You mean kids were actually just at home all day?
Well, until they got old enough to go to work with dad.
Right.
Their boys.
Yeah. Or they just did gardening and weeding all day, right? Tended the cows and the chickens.
Yeah, well, as
Stuff
of
like
right now, our schools are only closed until April 5th. But I mean, that could change.
Yeah, I'm also just like, I mean, what legitimately are they going to do? Because they only had, I mean, are they just going to age everyone up in the grades and just say, well, forget about the rest of that grade. You're just gonna kind of move on up to the next grade.
Summer school.
Yeah, summer school. Yeah.
So what? Oh, come on. Oh, and they're a member of the FC.
What? ¿Qué pasó?
1 second.
Oh boy. Oh boy. So now, remind me, operator, what do you do with all of your little points you earn from these achievements again?
The points themselves? Nothing.
Oh. Okay.
With the currency you get, when you get the achievements, you take that and you go to Jonathan in Gridania, and you buy from his is very limited stock that you will probably have within a very short order of everything.
Posted a picture of what this guy is wearing in your Discord.
Ah, I want to
Oh
see.
boy. Where in the Discord?
Oh my.
I mean, seriously? Seriously?
Oh, you haven't seen that one before? Usually the mask is green.
Oh my.
Yeah, I've seen that kind of a thing before.
I'm just like, really? Seriously?
Sure, why not?
Oh, and apparently for the record, level 57 is okay to turn in to Zloey.
So, Will, if your gear isn't fully overmelded, materia is always useful for the
Okay. For crafting gear?
Because crafting gear,
Speaking of,
you
sorry.
want to overmeld, unless it's leveling gear.
Speaking of scripts though, and leveling things and everything, I am amazed at how much experience you can pull through Diadem.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I mean, the only
Diadems.
reason I switched over to custom deliveries on my carpenter is I feel kind of a little burned out on Diadem for the moment.
Diadem isn't the gather XP, this is firmament. From the turn-ins. Diadem is the gatherer stuff.
Yeah.
Well, Diadem, Firmament, it's all the same thing to me. Ishgard
It's really
Restoration.
No, yeah, I brought my my gatherer. I went in with my gatherer over there, and it was just like, holy moly, I'm leveling up. a bunch.
From what I hear, gathering does not actually reward that much XP once you get up there.
Well, no. See, the thing is like I'm only just I'm just trying to get up to 30, or maybe it's 50. I'm not trying to go all the way. I'm only trying to get you to the level that you need to be at to decent.
30.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 30 is all I'm trying to get it to. I'm not even at that point yet.
You need crafters for decent, not gatherers. Did my Discord just freeze?
No.
No.
No?
I just kind of stared blankly, like, right.
I don't really care about your conversation, so I'm not saying anything.
No,
Because
I
it
was-
really has
I was
something to
just
do with
picturing-
me.
I was just picturing Satan just sitting there like.
You know, you're saying you're getting XP from the diadem and gathering, and it's like, gatherers.
Hey, you know what? It's still even gathering is still gonna help my FC to bring it on, just because my FC does a lot of like the gardening stuff to get the Sapnarian onions and all that, just for like guild funds and everything. So it'll still help, because then I'll be able to help them still collect the different seeds that can only be found in like the random stuff like almond seeds and stuff like that.
Honestly, I'm not using the diadem for gatherer leveling, because all my gatherers were level 80 before the newest version of the diadem hit. I'm basically just using it to gather the firmament materials.
Yeah, I don't actually have anything. I don't actually have anything high enough to make use of the firmament materials. So it's like I'm just throwing them on the market board to sell.
But if you want the decent stuff, you need to level crafters, not gatherers.
Yeah, I've been slowly working on my culinarian, but there's nothing really that culinarian uses from the thing, because I want to be able to use it for my fishing, decent at my fishing stuff, and so I just, yeah. Do you know though if there is anywhere in Diadem to level up your fishing?
There's plenty of
Pretty-
places to fish, but it's not going to be great for leveling.
As far as I'm aware, the new ocean fishing is what I've been told is the best and the
Oh,
easiest
yeah.
way to level your
Oh
fisher.
yeah. Oh yeah. The boat is ridiculous XP for fishing.
Yeah, if you can get on it in the 15-minute window you've got to get on it.
I've never had an issue.
The issue is being around there at the right time of day. Which can be a problem when you've got lots of other stuff that you would do besides fishing.
Yeah, but I mean, it's on a regular schedule. So once you get that schedule, once you know the schedule, it's not too hard. No, I thought I would just pop in though, there to let you know that I am feeling better.
That's good.
So I am gonna go back to the friends I was hanging with.
Okay.
And I will talk to you later.
All right, sounds good. See you later. Let's see here. All right, so I am. All right. All right, let's see here. Let's go to. Do, 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 do. Oh, I'm just moving right along with this little quest line here.
Yeah, you'll be at Scala fairly quickly.
That's the next dungeon, right?
Yeah, it's the one you're going to right about now.
Hmm.
Okay, so explain something to me. Gatherer's grasp materia 6 and 7. 6 adds 8 GP. 7 adds 7 GP. Why does the lower materia add more GP?
Because tier 7 materia are specifically for overmelding. They have a higher success rate when overmelding than the higher tiers. Or rather than, say, a tier 6. Though most people will still put, like they'll do 3 tier 8s on a 2 slotted piece or a 2 tier 8s on a single slotted piece. And before they start using tier 7s. Depending on the stat caps they need to reach.
right. That's right. You're a healer.
Yeah.
I need to work on leveling up another.
All right, you guys ready?
class. Yep.
Will, you ready?
Yeah.
You know, we wait for the tank.
Pretty much. So we're gonna go with blurring.
There you go.
Hey, blingin' boy, how you doing? Oh shoot, did I not change? Did I not change my game again? Oh crap, I could have sworn. Oh no, you know what? I did not.
If he were to swim this late, it would mess up his circadian rhythm, and there's enough circadian rhythm messed up on this stream with me being here. So we apologize profusely for that. The people responsible will be dragged out back and flogged, publicly flogged.
I was just gonna sack him. you know, those responsible have been summarily sacked.
And that's responsible with all the ads on it.
Nah, it's actually mine. I probably don't reference. We can get this changed very quickly. Edit stream. And done. What am I supposed to do with this thing? I'm doing pretty good, Bling. I mean, granted, you know, everything. Everything considered, I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, I could work from home. But I don't really need to, because quite frankly, I work at my parents' house. Excuse me. And because of that, we're pretty much insulated for the most part. So we don't really need to worry too much about stuff. They're my mom's early 60s, my dad's mid 60s. So we're not exactly worried about it. We're kind of making fun of him about it though, so it's been good fun. My dad just turned 65 about a month ago, so we're giving him the business about it. Yeah, we're hoping that too. 'Cause he doesn't really have any other major health issues. I mean, he had cancer last year, but it was early enough to where he just had surgery and that took care of it. So we're not too worried about it.
Oh yeah, this fight.
Yeah, this one. This one I actually remember. Not for good reasons.
Because my targeting was.
Uh-oh.
Yay!
Whee! It's kind of a fun mechanic. Alright. Nothing for me. Ugh. Ugh. No, but the Zwift training has been pretty good. We had a really good run on a. So there's this huge mountain in the program called Alpe du Zwift. Yeah, it's called Alpe du Zwift.
No, I think that translates to the Swift Mountain.
Yeah, pretty much. Yes. Well, I mean, I'm training for my next triathlon, which is hi.
Do not click the buff off while you are above the cavern. unless you want
And worst case scenario, I do have a res, but no.
So I'm training for my next Olympic, which is going to be in the next city over. I don't know if it's going to be either end of April or beginning of May. I kind of don't really know.
Or August.
No, I think that
Or August. Thank you, Corona.
No, I personally really do believe that they will be able to do those kinds of events in end of April. I think we'll have a much better handle on it by that time.
April 6th one?
End end of April. But yeah, we'll just have to see.
Okay, rolling without the healer. This guy's got some covering.
Yes, I got in. That's pretty much it. Hey, Ghost, how you doing? Hey, doing good, Ghost? Up, down. What? I was totally turned around. Namers.
Okay. I was trying to move it out of the way, actually. Ow.
The experienced healer what is the summoner, so the summoner runs summon.
Ah, crap. I didn't see that one.
Just wants more immediate.
Ah.
Go to summoner. When he starts having a double.
Ah. Ah.
On my hat, on my hat.
was pretty proud of myself today.
Minion dropped.
In random other news, I got 2 more badges in Pokemon Shield today. It's really nice when you have a level 40 Corvus Squire and you're battling level 30 monsters. Level 30 Pokemons. It's a seal. I need that. I got the seal.
I ain't got the glamour.
I am so getting that seal because it reminds me of a Hat in Time. Yay! My daughter's gonna flip out when she sees that. By the way, Ghost, yes, I'm staying healthy, but I think I caught a cold.
Oh, bugger it.
And that's because of weather
you all right?
changes. It went from like 80s to like 50s. Like in a day. And that always makes me have a cold. So I'm just like,
Aye. Aye. Everything's still attached.
Oi.
Ah,
Boy.
it seems both our paths led here. Very good. We spent altogether too much time fleeing fiends horrid and numerous. How fared you?
I kicked their butts. That's what I do.
Much the same then. 'Twould appear this place is yet inhabited by King Theodoric's
Oh,
kin,
by the way,
or what is left of them.
little bit
The
of
work of
just
terrible
a happy
magics,
story
I fear.
today. So I had an idea to call an older friend of mine. She's kind of like one of our adopted grandmothers. And so I call her up, and I'm like, how you doing? She goes, I'm doing great. And, we started chatting for a little bit. I was like, hey, I just wanted to call and check in, see how you're doing. She goes, you know what? I'm out of printer paper. I was like, I can get you some printer paper. That's not a problem for me. Because I have boxes of paper at my parents' house for work, so I was just like, you know what, I can just get you that. So then I was like, sincerely, if you want to get any, I can make a run, because she's very old. And I was just like, you know what, I got my kids after work. This will be a good service opportunity for them. So tell me what you need. Send me a text. Nice. I was like, hey, send me a text. Let me know exactly what you need. And she goes, okay, I'll do that. So she sends me a list of like 6 things. I actually found all 6 things. I felt like a champ. So I got her all the foodstuffs that she needed, and I took it over with my girls, and then she rewarded me with corned beef and cabbage. Yeah! And it smelled so horrible.
Oh my.
Wait. Are you saying that the smell of corned beef is horrible, or are you saying that it smelled horrible for corned beef?
Yeah.
Which one?
I have never had corned beef before, and I don't think I ever will. Not
What
because
about the corned beef that you had that she gave you?
what?
You said that she gave you corned beef.
Yes.
And so you ate that corned beef, right?
I plead the fifth.
Terrible, aye.
I know.
But
I know.
Their misfortune
But
is our...
When you got a Prager's wife
fortune?
that has Vulcan smelling, that any freaking smell from a 10-mile radius, I will literally fart at work, and she will be like, gosh darn it.
Wait, you didn't just, like, toss the corned beef into the garbage, did you?
I plead the fifth. I'm sorry. I couldn't. I couldn't. The stench. The stench, man.
Did you have rotten meat or something?
Quite.
I've been paying attention.
By the 12, there is even more
It
than
was
I
it was
imagined.
corned beef. I'm done. Just done.
But was it rotten, or just you can't stand the smell of corned beef?
Oh, no. It wasn't rotten. It was literally cooked that day. It was cooked
And you
today.
threw it out.
No one in my house is going to eat it. And I bet you anything there's going to be no one at my work that's going to eat that stuff either. Sorry. Will, if you were in the area, I would gladly give you my corned beef and cabbage. I'm just like, it's just not something we eat.
Oh, I can't wait to see the look on Lisa's face. Thanks for believing in me, you two.
My Corona. That's a good one. That's a good one. Bling. I like that one. Oh, man. By the way, that portrait was the front man for Culture Club back there. And did we legitimately lose Will? Did I sincerely just
Yep.
hack him off that bad?
Yep.
Wow. So that's what it takes. That's what it takes to finally get him out of here. Jeez, I've tried like everything. I've tried Speedo references, I've tried fat jokes, I've tried fart jokes. And all it takes is a little corned beef and cabbage sitting in the bottom of my trash can. Let's just say I know this blessed lady. She has bad memory issues, so she would probably forget she gave me the corned beef and cabbage in about a week. I think I'm going to be okay. It's a good thing she's not Spanish. Ooh. Oof. If you don't eat a Spanish person's food, man, they kill you.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that in Jersey. Will's now attempting to get me thrown out of the we have now continued this argument in the FC chat.
Aha.
You know it's good when I pull out the Jim Gaffigan references. I told him he sits on a throne of lies. He goes, I do not sit on a throne of lies. My pants are not, as they say, in fuego. And I wrote back, well, it's better than that Cinnabon you sit in naked every morning. So 15 in my opinion is worth playing. If you like more action-oriented JRPGs, the whole experience of 15 is a lot of fun. You just have to gloss over some of the obvious plot holes that are there. And I mean, Bling, do you actually like JRPGs, or do you like JRPGs or Western RPGs? Because Final Fantasy 15 actually has a lot of both in it. It has a lot more open world exploration up until like chapter 10. And the world they let you explore is actually really big. I would say 15 is not a bad one to get into. I would say 15's not a bad one to start with, especially if you've played like action games, action hacky slashy games. And quite frankly, 15's not really that hard in terms of difficulty spikes and stuff like that. And the story is pretty well Final Fantasy DMC. Yeah, it's little bit like that. But yeah, no, I recommend it. I do recommend it. I mean, hey, if you can get it for free, the game probably takes about 40 hours, I would say. If you don't do a lot of leveling, you can beat the game in about 40 hours. So, oh, she's just over here. So I would say it's worth at least checking out. If you don't play a lot of JRPGs, you might not dig it, but I would say this is probably one of the more Western audience friendly JRPGs that you're gonna find. So I actually platinumed it on the PS4, and I've played all the DLCs except Arden. That's the only one I haven't played yet. I need to download that and do it. Even though I was rather cheesed that they just nixed the rest of the DLCs for the game. Because it's like, okay, now here's the problem with DLCs. You tell us, oh, we're going to add in all these great story fillers with the DLCs. Yeah, it's going to be great. We're going to do 2 whole years of it. And yeah, you got through half and you're just like, oh, balls, this sucks. We're not doing this anymore. They literally had like another 3 more planned, but they just nixed them all.
Well, I mean, if it means that they come out with Final Fantasy 16 that much sooner, I'll allow it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if 16 is an exclusive for PS5. That's kind of what the rumor mill is right now. So, and the other thing is I've heard some interesting rumors that the Final Fantasy 16 is going to be close to what they call it. It was that kind of made up JRPG game they created in Kingdom Hearts 3. They kind of Nova Ventus or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was called. But there's rumors that that's supposed to be the Final Fantasy 16. So, that'll be interesting. Little bit of an Easter egg in a prior game. So that might be fun. But I'm pretty stoked for the remake. And oh, that's right. You know what? I haven't actually talked about my thoughts on the remake. But I'm actually excited for it. I feel like the Final Fantasy VII Remake is a nice middle ground between old school and new school. Although it kind of, I mean, they kind of do the limit breaks and moves a little bit differently. But, I mean, there was no custom... Excuse me. They didn't really have the menu customization like I'm pretty certain they will. But I really like the visuals. I really love the soundtrack. And battles were honestly a lot of fun. But I did not get a good grasp on the system just yet. I mean, I know that the more I will play it, I will enjoy it. But
You see,
I'm not getting it at launch.
From what I saw from you playing it compared to when I played through it.
All right, see
I
ya,
was
Blink.
Like, I was like, you know, Farrell's having a much harder time with this fight than I remember having. And then I was just like, oh wait, I put it on easy.
Yeah, I played on normal.
Yeah, and I'm just like, you know, I'm not gonna comment on that while you're doing the demo, because I'm just like, yeah, then I'll have to fess up at that point that I played it on easy, and I'm just like, yeah, no.
I mean, I knew 7's storyline enough, and I'm pretty competent when it comes to hacky slashy games. So I was pretty confident that I wouldn't suck horribly. I mean, I think my problem with the mechanical spider was that I wasn't hitting the right weak point at the right time. So I think that was my big problem. If I would have actually realized the weak spot on the back of it would have been a lot easier.
I was actually surprised that you weren't switching back and forth between Barrett and Cloud.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, because you should be able to switch back and forth between them at will.
No, I was able to, but I just didn't.
Yeah.
No, but the one thing too is and I can totally see where they're going with the fleshing out the story, so to speak. I mean, the one major difference that I could see straight out the gate was in the original, they just hit the bomb detonator and just ran off. But in the remake, they have it to where the robots actually are the ones that trigger the countdown, and the bomb actually was a dud. The bomb in the remake was actually a dud. The Shinra president was the one that ordered the the machines to go haywire and cause the nuclear reactor to explode. So,
Well,
that's a pretty
that's
interesting thing.
a big retcon.
Yep.
That's not how I took it.
He gave an order and told them to overload the machines. And
Yeah,
then
but their bomb was not a dud.
the bomb wasn't a dud, but it didn't blow up the reactor.
That wasn't their intent.
No, their intention was always to blow up the reactor. Literally, to blow up the reactor.
Their intent, at least as far as the way I interpreted it, was they went in there with a bomb, very weak charge, to basically point out to people, hey, look what we can do. You know, take a look, you know, bring attention to the Mako reactor and what it's doing to the planet.
Huh.
And so, because they figured that, okay, if we blow up this Mako reactor, it's going to cause damage, just like the reactor itself is causing damage. So we don't want to necessarily blow it up, because that would cause a lot of damage that we don't want.
Wait, so are you?
But-
So wait, Will, are you talking
They were
about
trying to bring
original?
attention they were trying to bring attention to what the Mako reactor was doing to the general public.
Wait, hold
And
on.
So Shinra,
Hold up a second. Are you talking about the original 7 or the remake?
I'm talking about the remake.
Okay. Because the original, they're all like, let's blow this bee.
Yeah, and the original is very clear. They were there to disable/destroy it.
Okay, I
Yeah,
must
no
have not picked up on that in the remake. I'd have to go back and check that out again.
And granted, I may have been misinterpreting things, but you are completely correct that it was the corporate bigwigs at Shinra that are like, oh, well, let's use this to our advantage and beep.
Right.
Boom.
So it'll be rather interesting how many departures they actually make from the legit storyline, and it'll be very interesting what they do with the overworld, because I'm just like, how do you do the overworld, man? I mean, do you just start the second chapter? Because allegedly it's going to the end of Midgard. So, I mean, do you just dump the player in the world in the second episode of this thing? Or...
Yep. It's just what you do.
That'll be interesting. Or they probably start him at Calm. I don't know. It'll be very interesting how all that goes, but I'll tell you one thing, I am not buying them at launch. I am not buying them at launch. I mean, I wouldn't mind spending $35 on it, but depending on how long that takes. I mean, if it goes down to $35 by Christmas, yeah, I'm waiting longer waiting for it to be down to $20. Or then I'll check and see what... I wonder if they would do what they did with Kingdom Hearts and just make bundles out of everything. All right. Well, I think with this, if this ends this... Okay, more cutscenes.
Step back, all of you!
All right, we're gonna get through this.
Like
cutscene
hells
and
we
call it
will.
for the night.
We know who you've got in there.
We're not leaving till you
Cordova?
hand her over!
Bring her out. Bring her out.
What's going on? Someone let slip about Fedora.
It's true then. The bitch really is in there. I knew it. I bloody knew it. We demand vengeance. Bring her out. Today we butcher the butcher.
Just punch him.
Come on, you don't mean that! We'd be no better than the Imperials if you'd all just calm down!
Calm down! That monster and her thrice damned skulls dragged my man from our home and beat him to death in the street!
Aye, and my dad! That bitch has spilt enough blood to fill a lock!
We all know her crimes. She's a traitor and a murderer. How? So that's what all the fuss is about.
Raban.
Hearken to me, brothers and sisters of Alamigo. Hey, who's this?
Who's this?
That's the Bull of Alamigo.
My friends, you are not alone in your anger, your grief, your despair. For it is mine as well. That gnawing pain in your breast. It is enough to bring an old bull to his knees. But I ask you, brothers and sisters, to think not only of the family and friends who were cut down before your very eyes, but to think also of the ones who were abducted. The ones who may yet live. Where were they taken? What became of them? These questions demand answers. I share your thirst for justice, for vengeance, but we will gain only fleeting satisfaction if we give in to our base appetites. We will never know the truth. Now is the time that we, the people of Alamigo, must decide what manner of nation we will build for ourselves, and for generations yet unborn. When they look to our example, will they see a people
Can
who held
everyone just
fast
like
to their
stop
principles,
swaying around in
or
circles?
one who cast them aside
Like
when troubled?
seriously,
No,
they're just like
no.
they're like rotating around in circles. They look like they're all on ships.
you know,
I
something
say
that would
to you,
actually help that.
it is
in
our
regard
responsibility to
to
give these prisoners a fair
the
trial,
cutscene
that they might answer to
is
all
if
of
you didn't
Alamigo.
actually take so long
Gali-
to get through the cutscenes, you wouldn't notice it.
Exactly.
I want to hear him
I'm
out.
just saying.
I'm just
I'm just
listening to
saying.
Raoban. I'm listening to his rousing speech. Look at that. He has,
I know you're
except for
right,
that
I
jerk.
do, but I can't.
Yes, you can. Don't be a douche.
Come on. Remember
Shoulder
rule
pat.
number 1.
Shoulder pat.
Or,
Shoulder pat. Pat him on the shoulder. Tell him he's a good boy.
was it rule 1?
Don't be a jerk.
Yeah. He cannot be a jerk.
Just don't be a jerk.
He can.
All right. Okay, well, that's going to be it for me tonight. We will cut it right there. Not too bad, though. Not too bad.
Oh.
All right. So we got quick show close tonight, everyone. I need to get to bed. So we'll be back tomorrow morning with Zwift. Tomorrow afternoon, more than likely, with another Zwift workout. And then tomorrow night, more Final Fantasy 14. Thank you very much, Operator and Will, for hanging out and chat with me.
Of course.
And we'll be back tomorrow. And so until then, good night, Isaiah Norris, wherever you are.
You are.
See you guys. Good night, everyone. Good night.